This is one of the hype IEMs before, but in 2026, is it still worth it? So this is the Truthear Zero Blue. And because the market has changed, this might not be the $50 king anymore. So let's start with the unboxing. We have the IEMs, the leather carry pouch, 3 types of ear tips, and 2 nozzle filters. The leather carry pouch has a smooth texture with 2 metal buttons to close the pouch. Its size is enough to keep the IEMs in place, and it also offers good scratch resistance and a decent amount of shock resistance in small falls. For my testing, I used the medium wide bore ear tips as it gave the best sound and comfort. The 2-pin cable is 2-core braided with an angled 3.5mm termination. It has a chin slider which holds the cables together. For the build quality, the resin shell looks really clean, especially the blue faceplate that changes color according to the angle of the light. It can look blue or purple. But for comfort, this is where it gets tricky. These are quite big. So if you have smaller ears, this might not be comfortable for longer sessions. The nozzle size is also huge compared to most IEMs I use, so fitting in ear tips can take some time, but the stock ear tips included makes it easier to do. And tip rolling is needed to achieve a better fit. So let's talk about sound. And the best way to describe this is a V-shaped IEM, meaning more bass and treble while having less focus on the mids, which is basically a fun tuning. So let's start with the bass, and this is the highlight for me. Punchy, powerful, and very rumbly. The mid bass hits hard, which makes drums and bass guitars feel thick and energetic. And for the sub bass, it goes deep and has a very thick texture of rumble like a subwoofer. This kind of bass makes music exciting. Now for the mids, where vocals are not the focus here. Male vocals sound okay, but nothing special. Female vocals can sound good at normal volume, but here's the problem. When the music gets busy, bass and instruments starts to overpower the vocals, so you actually struggle to hear them clearly. And if you try to fix that by increasing the volume, then female vocals start getting harsh and sibilant. So you're kind of stuck in between lower volume where you get muffled vocals, while at higher volume you get a sharper and sibilant female vocals. The treble on the Zero Blue is energetic, especially in the upper mid-range and lower treble region. It's tuned more for excitement than smoothness, which actually makes it really fun for rock and pop music. You get sparkle and detail which makes music sound lively. For technical performance, soundstage is decent, not super wide but not close in either. Imaging is also decent where left and right positioning is easy to hear, but vertical position is not the best. So for games like Valorant or CS, it's usable but not super accurate. This might be because of the boosted bass, where things can get a bit muddy, so it's fun for gaming but not competitive level accurate. So is it still worth it? I would say yes. If you want a fun, bassy, and exciting sound, then this is still really good for today's standards. But if you also want clean vocals, balanced tuning, or better technical performance, then there are better options right now. So not the king anymore, but still a solid pick if you know what you're getting. So would you still buy the Zero Blue today? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you want more reviews like this, don't forget to like and subscribe.